Have you ever been caught in the middle of a conflict that is spiraling out of control? A situation where two powerful forces, fueled by ego and anger, are on a collision course, and you can see the catastrophic end result with perfect clarity. In those moments, it feels like nothing can stop the inevitable. But what if one person with the right words at the right time could stand in the gap and change everything? What if a single act of wisdom could avert a massacre? Today, we are uncovering the story of one of the most courageous and intelligent unsung heroes in the entire Bible. She is not a queen, a prophetess, or a warrior. She is a woman who finds herself trapped between a foolish, arrogant husband and a furious, powerful warlord. And with nothing but her wisdom, her humility, and her courage, she steps into the line of fire to save her entire household. This is the incredible story of Abigail. It is a masterclass in diplomacy, a powerful lesson in the art of peacemaking, and a timeless testament to the fact that one wise person can be more powerful than 400 swords. Our story, from the first book of Samuel, unfolds in the rugged wilderness of Judea. We meet two powerful men. The first is David. This is not yet the great king of Israel. He is a fugitive, a guerrilla commander, leading a loyal but desperate band of 600 men, living on the edge, their survival dependent on the goodwill of others. He is a righteous man, but his honor is fierce, and his anger can be swift and deadly. The second man is Nabal. He is a wealthy and powerful landowner, with thousands of sheep and goats. But the Bible tells us he was surly and mean in his dealings, and his name, Nabal, literally means fool. He is a man whose arrogance is matched only by his foolishness. For months, David and his men have been operating in the same wilderness where Nabal's shepherds graze their flocks. And they have acted as a wall of protection for them, ensuring that not a single sheep was lost. Now it is sheep shearing time, a season of feasting and generosity. David, in need of provisions, sends 10 of his young men with a respectful request to Nabal. He asks, in the name of their friendship, for whatever Nabal can spare. It is a reasonable request for the protection his men have provided. But the fool, Nabal, drunk and full of pride, responds with a brutal and public insult. He sneers at David's messengers. Who is this David? Who is this son of Jesse? Nowadays, many servants are breaking away from their masters. Why should I take my bread and my water and give it to men coming from who knows where? He doesn't just say no. He dismisses David as an irrelevant, runaway servant. He attacks his identity, his honor, and his legitimacy. When the messengers return and tell David what Nabal said, the future king of Israel explodes in a murderous rage. His honor has been publicly shamed, and his response is swift and terrifying. He says to his men, "Each of you, strap on your sword," and David straps on his own sword. He takes 400 of his best soldiers and begins a death march towards Nabal's household, vowing with an oath that he will not leave a single male in Nabal's entire estate alive by morning. This is the collision course. A foolish man's arrogant words have unleashed a powerful man's deadly wrath. A massacre is now just hours away, but one person sees the danger. A servant who witnessed Nabal's folly bypasses his master and runs to Nabal's wife, Abigail. The Bible describes her as an intelligent and beautiful woman. And in this moment of extreme crisis, her intelligence shines. She does not panic. She does not freeze. And she does not waste a single moment trying to reason with her foolish husband. She acts with incredible speed and decisiveness. She quickly gathers a massive peace offering, 200 loaves of bread, 2 skins of wine, 5 dressed sheep, bushels of roasted grain, cakes of raisins and figs, and she loads it all on donkeys. She then gets on her own donkey and rides out to meet the advancing army, a lone woman on a mission to intercept a furious warlord. She finds David and his men on a mountain path, marching with deadly intent. And she immediately gets off her donkey and bows with her face to the ground. And then she delivers one of the most brilliant, wise, and disarming speeches ever recorded. She begins with a shocking act of humility. She says, "On me alone, my Lord, be the guilt." She takes the blame for a sin she did not commit, immediately absorbing the force of David's anger. She honors him, calling him my Lord, and acknowledging God's destiny for him to become the ruler of Israel. She appeals to his higher calling, his noble future. She then reframes the entire situation. She tells him that if he carries out this massacre, when he finally becomes king, he will have the staggering burden of needless bloodshed on his conscience. She is not just saving her household, she is saving him from his own worst impulses, from a sin that would haunt his reign forever. Abigail's wise and humble speech completely changed the outcome of a dangerous situation. What part of her strategy, taking the blame, honoring the other person, or appealing to their better nature, do you find most powerful for resolving conflict in your own life? David is stunned. Her words are like water on the fire of his rage. He is completely disarmed by her wisdom and her humility. And he says, "Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, who has sent you today to meet me. May you be blessed for your good judgment and for keeping me from bloodshed this day." He recognizes that she is an instrument of God, a messenger of grace who has saved him from a terrible sin. He accepts her gift, and the massacre is averted. The story of Abigail is a timeless masterclass in the power of peacemaking. In a world that tells us to meet anger with anger and insult with insult, she shows us a better way. She demonstrates that humility is not weakness, it is a superpower. That a gentle answer can truly turn away wrath. And that one person, acting with wisdom, courage, and a deep concern for the honor of both God and others, can stand in the gap and change the course of history. She is a profound picture of a mediator, one who takes the blame to avert a just wrath, and in doing so, saves everyone. Her story is an invitation to all of us. In our own families, our workplaces, and our communities, we will encounter Nabal's folly, and we will witness David's rage. And in those moments, we have a choice. Will we add to the anger? Or will we have the courage to be an Abigail? To be a peacemaker who brings a word of wisdom, who absorbs the blow, and who calls people to their better, God-given destiny. If this story of one of the Bible's most intelligent and courageous women has inspired you, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Join us as we continue to uncover the stories of the Bible's greatest unsung heroes.